I would really, really love to know, like, what is wrong with guys.
I think one of the worst things you can do to someone is ghost them with no explanation.
I got stood up for the second time last night by the same guy.
Told me he loved me literally the day before and that he wanted to spend his life with me. I still have not heard from this man. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m.
Basically, he canceled an hour before.
I texted him this morning. I said, hey, I'm on my way. He said, you bald-headed scallywag hoe.
We don't know exactly which version of them that we're getting until that version is released. I fear.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Desktop Drop. Let's dive in.
Well, first date in Chicago and I got stood up. I still have not heard from this man. We were supposed to meet at 7 p.m. Dinner, he picked the place, he picked the time. We confirmed it yesterday. Still have not heard from him. I got there at 7:02 and I waited till 7:20. I didn't leave till 7:20. Just didn't show. Just did not show up. This was my first date of the year, y'all. Is this what Chicago dating is like? You're just not gonna show up? Did you get in a car accident? Are you dead? I was really excited to dip my toe back into the dating pool, but now I'm like, I'm done. This was a Michelin star restaurant. And when I walked in, I didn't hear from him. I was like, oh, I'm walking in, I'm here. No answer. I said his name at the receptionist. They're like, oh, we don't have anyone by that name. This is not a place you walk into. If you don't have a reservation, we're not getting a table. I should have known. I was really excited. Like, I posted a video before this, like, going on a date tonight. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Stood up. Stood up. Chicago men, please do better.
Men used to chase, plan, and show up. Now they don't have to. With options everywhere, they move on fast and invest only where they're sure. No reservation, no confirmation, no effort. That's not a date. That's you hoping he acts like men used to.
I got stood up. Sure did. Sure did. I texted him this morning. I said, hey, I'm on my way. He said, you bald-headed scallywag hoe. I'm not going to be there. I said, okay, well, thanks for the heads up. I went on Instagram. I'm blocked. Now, I've only known this man for 3 days. We had a phone conversation. Everybody's laughing, kikiing. I'm blocked on Instagram. I met him on Hinge. His Hinge profile is gone. His text message, I'm calling him. I'm blocked. What did I do to you? What did I do to you? My friends are like, he clearly has a girlfriend. He clearly has a girlfriend. He clearly has a wife. Must be married. Must be married. I know one thing. I'm very sad.
He didn't owe you a date. He bailed before things got deeper. Blocking that fast usually means he saw something he didn't want to engage with and cut it off clean. Men don't stick around out of politeness anymore. They exit when it's not for them.
When I tell y'all I just got ghosted so bad, I mean, probably the worst case that I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. This man was love bombing me so bad, saying how he ain't never met nobody like me before and he ain't going nowhere and he always gonna be right here and he like everything about me and yada 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 yada. And I'm just eating it up. Like we was talking every day, all day, like literally. He would come over, we would watch shows, and like literally was attached to each other. Just for me to hear from him last on Friday, and I ain't heard from him since. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I took it a step further. I texted him on a Text Now app just to see, because I thought nigga was dead. I thought he was dead or something. He texted back immediately, but hasn't replied to any of my messages since Friday. People can always say, pick better, pick better, pick better. But the only thing I'm doing is being a girl. I'm only listening to your words and your actions. like a grown-up. I don't know. Like, how can you pick better when the men are lying to you and deceiving you? We don't know exactly which version of them that we're getting until that version is released. I fear.
When the excitement wore off, he pulled back. Men can say all that intense talk in a moment, but only actions show real intention. If he's active on a backup number, but silent with you, that's not confusion. That's choice.
Connected with this guy on the Marble dating app. He messaged me on Instagram and wrote like, hey, ahead of our date tonight, could you answer these 3 questions? I was like, sure, okay, no problem. I answered his questions and he was like, Emma, that sounds great. Like, I'm really looking forward to meeting you tonight. I'm really excited. Seemed great. I'm getting ready and I receive another message from him on Instagram, and he had sent me one of my old Instagram posts, one from 5 years ago, and wrote, is this your ex-boyfriend? And I was like, yeah, it is. And he just wrote back like, okay. So then when it was time for me to go, I messaged him like, be there in 10. And he wrote, okay. I get to the restaurant, 10 minutes go by, I'm there first, and I message him, are you joining me? And he goes, no. Enjoy your night. I hope you get back together with your ex. I can tell how much you love him. This is based off a picture from 5 years ago. I'm sorry, but these guys are so insecure. Like, this is totally absurd. Like, and his profile said things like he wanted someone who was trustworthy, transparent, all these things. Absurd. Crazy. Apps, yeah, I don't think I'll be doing them again. Like, it's just not it.
He didn't want to compete with your past. If it bothers him, he exits. Harsh delivery, but that's just him filtering early, not insecurity.
This is embarrassing. I got stood up. Well, this is what happened. Basically, he cancelled an hour before. Now, we live in London. In London, a t-shirt hardly get anywhere, so I was literally at the tube station. In my opinion, jail for that man. Am I being dramatic, or is he cancelled? Because, no. If you're new here, I'm Abigail, and I posted that I was going on a first date yesterday, and a lot of people were guessing who it was in my DMs. A lot of people were very incorrect and all guessed the same person. Not him. Yeah, the streets aren't for everyone, let me tell you that. I haven't dated in a long time, and I'm Irish. I moved to London, so I thought I'll start dating here. Haven't done that yet, and this was my first entry in. I think I'm really going back. He did say he would reschedule, but like, I don't know, I just think that's criminal. It's hard for me to not go to the thought process of he probably looked at my social media and was like, whoa, she's too much for me. It's like a trigger for me. An ex before told me I was too much.
In London dating, a reschedule is often just a soft exit. Men are scared of you being too much. They just opt out when it doesn't feel worth the effort.
I would really, really love to know, like, what is wrong with guys and what part of their brain thinks that ghosting someone is a better option than just saying, yo, hey, I'm not feeling this. Because I swear, no matter how many times you get ghosted by a person, it's still like, ugh, that feeling like in your gut. And this isn't even like a person that I wanted to date or was into. It's just that trigger of that like abandonment wound. And if they had just messaged me and just been like, hey, not feeling this, it's not for me, I would have just respected that so much more. But the fact that they don't even have the balls to just communicate something so simple, and it is the most frustrating and most weak thing for someone to do. Like, just communicate and say, not feeling it, because I would respect someone so much more for doing that over freaking ghosting.
I'm not feeling it often turns into questions, emotions, or back and forth. They don't want, so they choose silence instead. It's not courage, it's avoidance.
This is day 6 after my long-term boyfriend, who told me he loved me literally the day before and that he wanted to spend his life with me and build a life with me, ghosted me. I'm healing out loud because, I don't know, grief is a journey. I can't even believe someone you love would do this to you. At the end of the day, this person showed their true colors, and I didn't lose anything, because if somebody is willing to treat you in such a cruel and callous way when they say they love you, that you're not losing a loving partner. You're not. Anyways, I'm gonna try to make some breakfast and feel normal today.
Men don't usually go from fully invested to gone in a day. The exit is already happening long before the silence starts. What feels sudden is just when you finally see it.
So I got stood up, like in person, ghosted at the table by a man who lied about what he looks like and got upset because I didn't. We matched on a dating app last week and he was honestly so cute. Tall, nice smile. Gave off like I drive a Tesla because I am a financially responsible person. His profile picture, now that I later realized, was definitely someone else's photo. Anyways, we planned to meet for sushi. I'm super excited. I love sushi and I could always use a day off from cooking. I tell him to meet me at the restaurant. I don't let him pick me up because I'm 57 and I am up to date with the news. So we meet outside of the restaurant. He walks up and I'm immediately like, who the fuck is this? This is not the man from the photos. Different vibe, different face, and honestly, different demographic. I subtly asked him about like, hey, I almost didn't recognize you. And he was just owning up to it like, yeah, men like me don't really get a lot of swipes. I'm thinking to myself, sir, who the fuck are you? But whatever, he's polite and seems successful. He has a watch that basically says like, I got scammed on crypto but bounced right back, so I entertained him for a little bit. Anyway, I'm like, whatever, let's eat. Let's see if this man is emotionally stable. As we're walking in, the guy's like, hey, why does your Instagram say you're 57? I go, because I am. I get to the table and I sit down. The hostess looks confused and I'm turning around and the man just disappears.
He felt misrepresented or unsure and didn't stick around to politely process it. He exited harsh, but that's him deciding instantly it wasn't for him.
I was seeing someone for about 3 to 4 weeks, about 4 weeks, I'll say. And we've seen each other twice in that 4 weeks. Things were going really great. And the plan was to meet up yesterday, which was a Saturday. And the day before that, which was a Friday, he was been giving me like slow replies like the past like 2-3 days. And I did call him out for it. So on that Friday, which was 2 days ago, he said I was going bowling, and I did, give him a message, have a good time. And because I was working that evening, I did tell him that I'm going to be working that evening. And then after that, I did also say, we could speak more about the communication and stuff in person, like tomorrow, which was yesterday. And he didn't even respond to that text. And that last text he sent me was around 7 o'clock on a Friday evening. And I messaged him when I finished work around 10 o'clock. And my message went on, actually it wasn't delivered. His phone was off. I was like super anxious. I was sending him messages like, are we going to meet tomorrow? Even though it wasn't even delivered on iMessage. So I messaged him on WhatsApp to see what's happening. And it wasn't even delivered either. It literally shows 1 tick. So I have anxious attachment style. I start like calling him, but it didn't even go through. And I was so upset. And I was like, fuck, he literally blocked me. And the next day, which was yesterday, I woke up, I'm still like, his phone's still off, or I don't know if I'm blocked. Like, I wasn't sure. And then I think we was meant to meet up, which was yesterday. He didn't even cancel on me. He didn't say a word. He didn't say nothing. The plan was to meet up, for him to come to London. Didn't say a word. His phone went into like delivered, 2 ticks as well. He's clearly turned his phone on yesterday morning, which was a bit strange. We was meant to meet up in the morning. Never heard a word. He didn't say nothing yesterday, so I sent him a follow up text in the evening. Like, I don't appreciate you ghosting me and all this stuff. I wish I didn't send that text, but I already did. And because we was planning to meet up next week as well. That was the plan, next weekend. That's not going to happen. He didn't even respond. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing. I haven't heard a word today, which is a Sunday. The next day, not a word. And I feel like the least you could have done is tell me if you're not interested. At least cancel. But the fact that you didn't even cancel, you decide to ghost completely, it says a lot about you than me. And I hate dating in this generation. I'm sure there's loads of girls that can relate, because I'm sick of dating. I hate talking to people, and I actually like this guy, and I'm more upset the fact that I felt like it could have went somewhere. But the way he's been acting.
Men no longer do the clean breakup talk. A lot of them just go silent when they're done. No cancellation, no message, no closure. That's him exiting the easiest way for him. Not a reflection of your worth or confusion. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.